All right, so today's been a bit hectic. We had snow come through where I live, and I was, I wouldn't necessarily say concerned, but I was like, okay, I may have to push um, my movie reviews that I wanted to do to tomorrow, which that's not a big problem because I'm going to be reviewing Saturday Night's Main Event tomorrow. So that wasn't going to be a big problem. The problem was I was like, oh God, I'm going to have to figure out okay, what am I going to do? And just my schedule was going to get all messed up. But luckily, roads were all good. So I was able to come to the theater, and I'm not just reviewing the movie that I was going to review, but I'm actually reviewing something pretty special. Of course, I'm Daniel Strong. Welcome to QuickTime Reactions, and I'm reviewing the reboot, revisiting, shall we say, of Silent Night, Deadly Night, coming out this year, obviously based off of the original slasher from the 80s. This one stars Rowan Campbell, Ruby Modine, David Lawrence Brown, and Mark Aikson, as well as a whole host of other characters, and tells the story of Billy Chapman, who has seen a lot of stuff in his brief time alive. But every year around December, he finds out who is nice and who is naughty. And for those that are naughty, well, there's going to be some dire consequences when he inevitably finds them. So, the original Silent Night, Deadly Night, coming out in the 80s, the era of the slashers, it's I would say a staple for, Christmas horror movies. But the one that comes to my mind immediately is the second one, where, the infamous, garbage day line comes from, which they do allude to in this movie, which makes me very, very happy. um, but yeah, I went into this with a little bit of knowledge. I knew that this was coming out. I just didn't know if it would be playing relatively close to me. So I was just thinking, it'd be cool if I, went and saw it, but I wouldn't be, heartbroken if I didn't go see it. But after seeing it, I'm actually glad that I did, because I really enjoyed this. For a bit of background, this one is written and directed by Mike P. Nelson, and he is the guy that gave us the Wrong Turn reboot, and he also directed a segment in VHS 85. I couldn't tell you what that segment was because my research was pretty quick. But he has a solid body of work under him, and when I watched this, I was like, this is really cool and really stylized, because we get flashes of what Billy, wants to do whenever he has the Santa suit on, and he sees I don't want to call them visions, but you know things into the future of what he does to his victims, which I thought was a really cool touch, and just shows how psychotic Billy is as a character, and that is portrayed perfectly, in my opinion, by Rowan Campbell, who you may know as good old Corey Cunningham from Halloween Ends. And everyone loved Corey, right? I know that his character got a lot of flack in Halloween Ends, but I thought he did a really good job of playing Corey in Halloween Ends. And here, like, he shows once again why, because when I was watching Halloween Ends, I was thinking, oh, what if Corey and Laurie's like granddaughter just like say F it, and like Corey kills Michael and Laurie's granddaughter kills her, and they just like ride off into the sunset, um, as, you know, people who were shunned by their town because either, you know, they're the next Michael or they're the next final girl, and they just start a new life. Like, that would have been a very bold way to end off Halloween Ends, but they went with the safe route, which, you know, everyone loved. And I say that with no sarcasm in the world. But that was a major sidetrack. But back to it. Rowan Campbell, I thought, was really good as Corey, and here he just shows off that he can like be a really, really good serial killer. Like, he has that down pat. Excuse me. From the awkward mannerisms that he has to just the way that he does like his body movements and stuff like that. Like, he's perfect. He's perfectly suited for this type of role. Um, Ruby Modine as Pam, I thought, was very interesting because, you know, when we first see her, one of the people in the restaurant that Billy's in is like, I wouldn't go near her. She is, the analogy I think that they used is a gift wrapped onion. Like saying it looks nice on the outside, but on the inside there's just a bit of problems. But I thought she had a very, very cool, complex character that I thought was really interesting and definitely led to some unique avenues towards the tail end of the movie. And the way that the movie ends, I don't want to spoil anything because I do think you should go and see this. I want to see a sequel with her. Like, legitimately. I want to see a sequel with her because just that idea is just, I think it's just too mouth-watering to just leave that on the table. The kills in this are pretty good. I mean, it's just like typical like hacking and slashing and, you know, stuff like that. Lots of big blood splatters and stuff like that. There's one particular sequence in this that I was not expecting at all. And it leads to what I call the big switch of this, where it's like, you see Billy doing all this killing and it's like, oh, he's just doing this to, you know, because he sees people as naughty. Well, the people that he sees as naughty have really done like really horrible things. So it's like, you know, you might actually be doing a good thing in doing this. Not to make him like a sympathetic type of character, because he is still killing people, but at the same time, you're like, you know, I don't mind him actually, you know, doing this. And so it's like you end up cheering him on anyway. And I think just the dynamic between Campbell and Modine is really, really good in this movie. Like, they really, really gel together really well, and that works out perfectly towards the tail end of the movie. The music in this, I forget who composed the music for this movie, but they did an absolutely awesome job with this. Like, tense in the right way, but also keeping that tension throughout the whole score. Like, knowing when to ease off of being like really, really tense and being like less tense, but still keeping attention in that music. It was really, really good. Um, yeah, this is just a solid, solid slasher movie, and I think a really good job of kind of updating it and giving it a unique of a twist while still holding true to what the original did. Um, so yeah, that is my review of the newest Silent Night, Deadly Night. Um, it's just a really fun time, really good performances, really good writing, really good effects work, and again, a good twist, but still keeping the core values of the original. Like, this is an absolutely fun time. I had a fun time, and I think you'll have a fun time too. So definitely go and check that out this holiday season. But that's just my opinion. What did you guys think of this movie? Let me know down in the comments section below. But that's pretty much it for my review on this movie, guys. Be safe out there, and be sure that you are all on Santa's nice list, because you never know when Santa is going to come to your house, and he might either have an axe or a knife or, any instrument of destruction that could harm you in any way, and you could get hacked up into little pieces. So my suggestion is to you is just try and be on his nice list. That's all I'm going to say. And I will catch you guys next time.